Now on Sunrise, a major challenge for firefighters trying to contain a large wildfire burning in central Oregon. How much the flat fire has grown this weekend. Plus, our heat wave keeps going. How local events are adjusting and keeping people cool. Your news starts now. Good morning and thanks for getting up with us as we kick off your Sunday. It is 6 a.m. I'm Libby Dowsett alongside Corey Johnson. And boy, we're finally getting out of the triple digits, except for the Dalles in certain areas.
Exactly, yeah, it is going to be hot today, but not as hot as we saw the last 2 days.
We'll take anything.
Anything, even if it's just 1 or 2 degrees, but we are still under a weather impact alert right now because of those extreme heat temperatures we've been seeing over the last several days in place since Friday, and it will go until Tuesday because of those high temperatures, triple digits, still possible for us today in some areas. The valleys, the Columbia River Gorge, and on out east, it is very, very warm, and it will get to those higher temperatures as we get into the late morning and the early afternoon. But we do have other watches and warnings, a red flag warning in place for Madras, Mount Jefferson, Bend, due to possible fire starts from the dry conditions that this heat is bringing with it. Our temperatures right now, not too bad outside, pretty comfortable start to the week on our Sunday. Temperatures right now, 66 degrees in Pendleton, 63 in the Dalles, 64 in Salem, 68 in Portland, and not quite hitting 60s near the coast. A look at our Chehalem tasting room camera out in Sherwood. This is a beautiful sunrise that we're expecting in the next 20 minutes. But right now your temperatures there, 65 degrees and calm. Providence Park got the lights shining right now on that stadium. Partly cloudy for us this morning, 72 degrees there. Out in the Gorge, we are expecting highs in the 90s for most areas. The Dalles set to hit 103, but partly cloudy conditions for much of the day. A look at your 3-day forecast. If we are going into the week, it's going to be a hot one. Monday, 98 topping out, and then on Tuesday, expecting 95 degrees. But I'll break down today's hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, Corey, thank you. The ongoing heat wave is giving firefighters some trouble as they battle to get the flat fire under control. Authorities say the wildfire, which started burning Thursday in Jefferson County, has grown to about 18,000 acres. It is 0% contained. Crews are working to protect homes and critical infrastructure. The state fire marshal's office says the initial response involved local, state, and federal agencies. There are level 3 go now evacuation notices in both Deschutes and Jefferson counties. The Highland Baptist Church in Redmond is serving as a temporary evacuation point at this time. Firefighters in Vancouver were called to a brush fire last night. It happened alongside Northwest Fruit Valley Road near 69th Circle. It burned about 2 acres before firefighters got it out. No word on any injuries or property damage. Well, our heat wave has forced event organizers to get creative. In Beaverton, a youth football jamboree has changed several game times to beat the extreme temperatures. Jake Holter brings us more from Sunset High School.
So these games were moved up 4 hours from noon to 8 in the morning to avoid having the kids play in triple-digit heat. Sunset Youth Football's Tackle Jamboree starting much earlier than normal Saturday in order to finish before temperatures got too high.
So earlier in the week, we were looking at the weather, realized it was going to be a real warm day. We decided that we needed to compress the schedule, move it earlier in the morning.
Sunset Youth Football President Charles Carter says extra precautions are always taken when it gets hot, but this is the first time the Jamboree schedule has had to be changed.
Anytime it's in the mid-90s or above, we have to monitor that and make sure that the kids are safe. Ample breaks, more water time, anything we can do to avoid any kind of heat issues.
The coaches are really looking out for the safety of the boys.
Football parent John England glad the game started earlier.
It makes things cooler, safer for the kids to be playing the sports out here. No reason to take any unnecessary risks.
And that goes for the cheerleaders too, with their start time moved up from 1 to 10.
It was a little bit of a no-brainer for us. We want the kids to be healthy and happy, and moving it forward 3 hours was really no huge deal.
Across town, people at the Beaverton Music Festival also trying to beat the heat. From performers on stage,
You have a fan in front of you to kind of keep the cool air moving, and a little bit of water.
to chefs cooking on the grill.
You know, when it gets too hot, we try to switch off. Hey, you do this roll, we'll do this roll. Take a little break here. Drink a lot of water, cold water.
Everyone is trying to stay cool. A local church even handing out free water and ice cream.
We just want to make sure that we are helping people stay safe and hydrated and having fun today.
Event organizer Florian Raqueño says if temperatures are forecasted to be 95 and above, the misters come out.
We bring those out whenever we need to, for sure. That is something that's so important just to help people stay cool.
Jake Holter, KGW News.
And we talked to the crew at Garden Fever in Northeast Portland about the heat wave. They say for plants exposed to heat, it's a good idea to give them a deep soak. Even better if you do it before the heat sets in, but either way, water helps. The less established they are, the more care they may need. Also, too much sun can cause damage, so providing shade can always help. Check your potted plants and either bring them into the shade or inside the house. Finally, if a plant wilts on you, hang in there. Most will bounce back when the heat backs off. And stick with KGW throughout the weekend for updates on the extreme heat and our weather impact alert. And you can watch the latest forecast anytime on KGW.com or our free TV app, KGW Plus. The staff at a Gresham hospital may have averted a strike. Saturday, the Oregon Nurses Association announced a tentative agreement with Legacy Mount Hood. The new contract includes additional worker protections, competitive wages, and dedicated security staffing. The union says the two parties held a marathon mediation session after nurses voted to authorize a strike if they could not reach a deal. The agreement now goes to the nurses for a vote. It is the beginning of the end for a stretch of Highway 26, known for causing headaches near the Oregon coast. Crews are finally working to get rid of the bump. Catherine Cook checked in with workers on this big project.
No one loves road work. However, this repair job over on Highway 26 near Seaside just might be the exception.
Yeah, you need to go lower, slower than 25.
Drivers likely relieved to see ODOT crews finally fixing the bump, as they've dubbed it. But let's be real.
Basically, it's like a Dukes of Hazzard launch, right?
It was, yes. There were a lot of people reporting that they caught air.
ODOT's Mindy McCart gets it. This spot on milepost 13 is bad and blamed for several car crashes. The reason? Transportation officials say years of water buildup in the soil, causing what they call an upside down slide.
So instead of the typical sinking, the pavement is actually being pushed upwards by all of the groundwater pressure.
Back in March, the road got so bad, ODOT had to remove 100 feet of asphalt across all 4 lanes. They covered it in gravel and lowered the speed limit to 25 miles an hour, just one of several temporary fixes. ODOT hopes this will be a permanent solution. They started the month-long repair job on Monday.
So we are going to be installing 9 different perforated drain pipes under all 4 lanes, plus digging new roadside ditches. And this is to drain that groundwater away from the road. Then we'll repave and stripe and get drivers a smoother, safer ride.
For now, there will be flaggers, cones, and equipment moving in and out of the work zone and traffic down to 1 lane in each direction, Monday through Thursday.
The biggest help that drivers can do right now for us is slow down.
Yeah, I just went through there. You have to go like 5 miles per hour. ODOT crews will be working on the project from 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. They expect the project to take them a few more weeks.